We all want our ideal dream job. So on today's episode, we're going to tackle what is your dream job and how do you obtain it? What do you need improvement in?
Just want to go through and win.
What is the purpose of overthinking? You're taking care of your loved one. That's how you can increase your sales.
Hello, everybody. This is Faris.
And this is Faris Flournoy, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with the Homecare Guyz.
Ooh, Caleb, man, it feels good to be in the seat, brother.
Yes. Hey, Faris, welcome back. Faris, you got to tell us about your trip. Faris has been, so we have been doubling up on our podcast. Yes. And so now we're back in the studio. Yes. We're fully energized. And Faris just came back from an amazing getaway with his family. Yes. And so, Faris, tell us about where you went. Tell us what you did. Give us the inside scoop.
The inside scoop, man. So first of all, I want to say, hey, big shout out to Team Prime Care. You guys held it down while I was able to go through and take a little break. I think, Caleb, as leaders, it's important to go through and take a break to refresh, regenerate yourselves, get back, reconnect with the family. Mm-hmm. So we got a chance to take a mini vacation to Antigua.
Yes.
Antigua, man, an amazing island, beautiful people, beautiful food, beautiful beaches.
Yes.
And man, and this is one of those hidden jewels because most people go to Bahamas or Jamaica or
Puerto
Rico.
Right.
But Antigua is one of those places that we just don't talk about a lot.
Yeah.
And so got a chance to go through and actually spend some time with the family there, got a chance to eat some really good food, got a chance to read a lot of books. And it was just beautiful. And I got a chance to get me a really good tan on, brother.
Yes, you did. And believe it or not, Faris invited me and my mom to Antigua. And so we went to Antigua. First time there, and I said I'm definitely coming back. Yes, the food was amazing. Faris, every dish that I had in Antigua was amazing.
Man, they had like that the red snapper was beautiful. Caleb, one thing that I see, I had to get used to was driving on the left hand side of the road. Because that was kind of scary driving on the left hand side, and especially when you go to the turnabouts. My first experience with that was like crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, how do I go through the entry in? How do I exit out? So I was kind of scared on that, but we made it through. My family enjoyed themselves. I was happy to have you and my mom, our mom, come down there and just enjoy themselves. My mother-in-law and my niece came down there. We created some beautiful memories.
We did. And I think one of the highlights from the trip that I had was when we went out snorkeling in the ocean. Mm-hmm. I thought that was amazing. And Faris has a fearless daughter. Lena, my little niece, Lena, is swimming in the ocean and seeing fish. You know, probably the water depth was at least 40 to 50 feet deep, if not more. Mm-hmm. And so she's up here swimming, looking at fish, and we all out there in the ocean having a great time. That was my most memorable experience. And then I did not get seasick, so I'm super happy about that for my last.
That was cool. And before we jump on that episode, Caleb, you remember when we were coming back on the boat and that rain just started pouring down?
Oh my goodness gracious! So please tell them about that real quick before we go into it.
So we had a beautiful day out at sea. Got a chance to eat some amazing food. Got a chance to go to snorkel. Got a chance to see some different private beaches, etc. And then so on our way back towards the island, I mean, it was beautiful. Then all of a sudden it started drizzling. Then all of a sudden it was like it was a storm out at sea.
It was like a hurricane.
We were on a boat. And we were like, oh my gosh. So my mom, my wife, and my daughter, they went down to the belly of the boat, and of the vessel. And then I think, Caleb, you went down there.
I went down there too.
Went down there.
It was too much.
I'm going to tough it out up there. So I'm up there with the captain and with the crew. And next thing I knew, it was just downpouring. You couldn't even see like this close in front of you.
Then he went down.
I went down there and I fell. I think I fell twice. It was something. And it only rained for like maybe a few minutes, but it felt like forever. But we had an amazing captain. It was an amazing experience. So shout out to the Antiguans, man. They did an amazing job.
Antigua. So it was beautiful. Beautiful. Well, let's dive into our topic today. Yes. And you know, our topic right now is about like get your dream job or make your dream job. Yeah. And so, Faris, I want you to go into that, man. This is amazing. This is going to be an amazing episode.
Exactly. I think a lot of times we as people, we have an idea of what a dream job is. Like when we grow up, some people want to be a fireman. Some people want to be a dentist. Some people want to be a police officer. Some people want to join the military. Some people want to own their own business. That's their idea of dream job. And I think a lot of times in life, the dreams that we have, we kind of let them go because of circumstances, because of different missed opportunities, because of just situations that come up in life. But a lot of times when people are on a job, they still desire to have that dream job. And I feel like it's still possible to have that dream job, or if you desire to create it, that's still opportunity. So to kind of, when I was doing a little research on this, when we were talking about it earlier, was just an idea of a dream job. What truly is a dream job? A dream job in my frame of mind is something that does not feel like work. It feels like
that's what I'm about to say too.
Yeah. It's something that does not feel like work, and that's the idea of a dream job. How about yours, man?
Well, yeah, I would say, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis that doesn't feel like work? You don't have a high level of stress. You are fully capable of doing the job, and a little challenging and challenging. I don't think you should have I don't think an easy job is a dream job. I think that there needs to be some kind of challenge. There needs to be some kind of creativity that you have to really kind of think about. There are going to be ups and downs, and stress level a little bit, but not overly stressed.
Correct.
And I think that when people realize that they're stuck in a job that they're overly stressed, they don't have the capacity to really kind of to be at that level on that job, it becomes a horrible experience, not only for them, but their employees or their colleagues. And so I think that a dream job for me is a job that I feel like I'm not even working on a day-to-day basis. And as I go into that, as we define our dream job, I want you to think about in our YouTube, in our YouTube and podcast world, I want you to think about the job that you're on. Is this your ideal job? Is this your ideal dream job? Are you overly stressed when you come home? Do you not like going to work? I think there's statistics, Faris, that states that over 50-something%, I think 57% of the people don't like their jobs.
Wow. And Caleb, I think a lot of times with that, especially when people kind of trying to go on the path of pursuing their dream job, a lot of times people get jobs because of necessity, because, okay, I need a job so I can pay the bills, or I need a job because circumstances say that I need a job, or, hey, this is a great paying job and I want that job. And one thing, a term that I read about was job, like for it to be peace for both parties, for the entrepreneur, for the employer, for the person that's employed as well, is creating a job opportunity that people get it, they want it, and they have the capacity to fulfill it.
Can you say that part again?
So they get it. That means they get it. They really understand what they desire to have.
Got it.
They get it. They want it. They actually want that job. Not, okay, I got promoted and I got put in this position.
Right.
And have the capacity to do it. So let's say if for some reason, Let's say if I get the job, I want to be a surgeon. I'm like, I get it. Like, oh my gosh, this just makes sense. I've been watching Dookie House all my life. I understand. I love surgery, and I want that job. Somehow they hired me, but let's say I don't have the capacity to do it. That means I never went to school for it, and that's going to go through. It's going to bring discord amongst what the deliverable is. That means either the surgeons or the hospital are going to say, hold up, yeah, you were excited, you sold yourself on the interview, you wanted the job, but you didn't even train for this.
Right.
So the capacity is the training part. So when it comes to having a dream job or a dream career or creating a dream opportunity, is you have to get it, you have to want it, and you have to have the capacity to go through and do it. Because if not, that dream will turn into a nightmare.
Yeah, and I think I was speaking on that part because, like, sometimes we can desire all these jobs. We could desire this new level promotion, be the director of marketing, be the director of nursing or whatever, and then having that capacity to actually do it, having the capacity to lead others, having the capacity to continue to look at reports and to present to your executive team. All of this stuff takes time and takes practice. And a lot of people have the desire to make that extra money and to make that lifestyle, but having the capacity to really kind of run a successful department or your dream job could be something that you need to really consider.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question, Faris. You are the CEO of Prime Care Home Care Services. Is this your dream job? Like, do you feel like you're in you're actually work, you love what you do. What you say, you want it.
Get it, want it, have the capacity.
Get it, want it, and capacity.
I feel like for me, I'm in my dream place. My dream is leadership.
That's interesting.
And so I could be put in leadership here at Prime Care in a position of leadership, whether it be the CEO or whatever position, or in any organization. So my dream is not more so the job part. My dream is more so the leadership part. I would like to go through and change lives through the impact of leadership. And so the CEO happens to be the seat that I'm sitting in to go through and do that. So it makes sense to be able to lead an organization. You have to have that lead up front as well. So I'm living my dream. I am truly living my dream. And I think one thing I would encourage others others to go through and think about it as well, regardless if it's whatever it is, if your dream is to go through and impact others, regardless if you're a manager, regardless if you're a mid-level team member, regardless if you are an entry-level team member, you can be living your dream job. Because Kayla, even when I was actually, when you guys brought me on board in marketing, I was living my dream because I was able to go through and actually do the things I dreamt about. I love research. I love talking to people. I like going out there, shaking hands. I like impacting. I like teaching individuals. That's my dream right there. So don't go through and think about hierarchy and positions when we're going through and creating, thinking about your dream. Don't go through and think about, okay, I have to start this business. I have to do that. It's what's your dream? How does your dream impact your life, and how does your dream impact others, and pursue that?
Hey, are you taking care of a disabled loved one in your home? My name is Donna Kraft. I'm a health coach with Prime Care Home Care. The last couple of years, our company has been helping family members make lasting memories with their disabled loved ones by paying that family member to take care of them in their home. If this is something you'd be interested in learning more about, please give me a call at 912-319-4166, and I'll be waiting for your call.
I think also, Faris, just kind of being my position here at Prime Care, I guess my job has always, my interest has always evolved. And so starting from, management with CEO and then pretty much kind of moving to, I remember our division that we used to do with developmental disabilities. So pretty much kind of being over that and now pediatrics. So I thought I was going to be more clinical, went to nursing school. And so pretty much thought I was going to be a clinical, but now I realize that my dream job is I'm creating my dream job right now within Prime Care. And so I know I love to travel. I know I love to talk. I love to team build and build teams. I love networking and building relationships. And I love a startup. I know myself. I am a startup person. Like I love to start up things. I love to have a team to really kind of implement. And then I lose interest. In the event that like 4 or 5 months, I lose interest. Something else has to ignite and start within. And so the job that I have currently right now, or I'm learning, is mergers and acquisitions. So director of mergers and acquisitions. So that means that we will go in and tend to buy different businesses or develop different programs and departments within the state as well as within interstate, so other states. And so I think that and then I get to travel and I get to meet people. So I think that's creating my dream job. And even though there's going to be a level of stress, there's going to be a level of learning more information. I think that I am creating a job or my dream job.
And that's one thing, Kayla, people, they can create their dreams within another dream. It's like we walk in the dream of Martin Luther King because he had a dream. So it does not necessarily say you have to be that entrepreneur, that manager or whatever it is. You have an opportunity. One thing I would encourage our listeners to go through and think about where you are right now. Think about where you are right now. Is the position that you're at, that may not be the position that you desire to end with, but go through and think about your dream. Think about the impact that you desire to go through and create within your sphere as well, and start using your position to operate within your dream. Because that's how you'll be able to get elevated throughout your career path if that's what you choose to do as well. So dreams are not just, okay, I'm going to get at the top of the mountain and start yelling from the top. Dreams start off at the bottom of the mountain. Dreams start off with a lot of hard work. Dreams start off with getting it, wanting it, and building up that capacity to go through and do it. And because now that dream will continue to be a dream instead of being a nightmare, because sometimes we can get into places where others may dream, but others may see us being in, and it can be a total nightmare because expectations are totally different. Just like you said, like maybe an expectation in reports and management, etc. It may be totally different. So that's one thing is when you're creating your dream job, think about where you are, start operating where you are to get to where you want to be.
And I want to say this too, Faris, if you are in a place where you have your idea, your dream job, and then your boss or people see more value and say, I think you can move up to this position, you don't want to do it. Don't do it. Because that's you may be in your dream job, you may want it, you may have the desire to do it, but you may not have the capacity to be the director. And so it's important to let your employer know, let your team members know, what, I'm comfortable where I'm at. This is my ideal job. After Friday at 5 o'clock, I am enjoying my weekends. And so it is perfectly fine. And so I want you to learn about and develop a space for yourself that, if you're comfortable with where your dream job is, that is perfectly fine. You are maybe one of few. You are the 30% that loves their job and loves coming in every day to work. And so that's what we have to implement with not only within our workplace, but in the workforce in the United States. And I think that's one thing, Faris, you do a great job. At Prime Care, every quarter we do some evaluations and really kind of figure out, are we on the right track, not on the right track? Do we have the right people in the right positions? Right. Are they happy?
Yes.
All right. Do they love what they do? Are they stressed? What systems we can do to really kind of make their lives easier? And so, we're trying to implement dream jobs over here at Prime Care.
Caleb, I think that I was just talking to someone earlier, and they were telling me about a person that they know, and the person got accepted a high level position with a Fortune 500 company.
Oh, wow.
Making really good, high six figures, making really good. But the stress level is so up here now. The stress level is to the point where the person has to go through and they're considering medication. The person just depression. There's a lot of things that are going along with that. And the dream of going up the corporate ladder sometimes become a nightmare because the expectations may not be what you thought it would be. Right. And the person was saying, I would rather go back to my old job, take a pay cut, but I had freedom. I was able to go through and travel. I was able to go through and smile. I was able to go through and have a good time. I was able to work with a team instead of carrying the load of what that leadership has as well. So one thing I would encourage everyone, especially as they're developing and gaining that capacity, as they're desiring to go through and grow, desiring to start a business, desiring to grow up that corporate ladder, go through and think about those things. Keep your dream your focus,
right?
Not the dream of others. If people come and say, hey, I see you being the next pastor of this church, or I see you being the next leader of this organization, if you don't have the capacity for it, if that's not aligning with your dreams, go through and say, I appreciate you seeing that, but that's not what I see in myself.
Exactly.
And so these are the things what you have to go through and speak up, because that's where you're going to go through and remain happy. That's where you're going to go through and remain healthy. And that's where you're going to go through and fulfill your dream.
And that's the main thing. We want a lot of happy, healthy, and whole people.
Yes.
Especially in the workplace. So we're going to get ready to wrap it up. There you have it. Another great episode with Conversation with the Homecare Guyz. I want you to remember to, if you can, go to Spotify and leave a review. Yes. We need reviews.
Yes.
This is some great content. I know you have been enjoying it. You've been watching us faithfully. And so we want you to do one thing for us. We want you to go on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review for us.
Yes. And again, make sure you tune in each week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, for great episodes with Conversation with the Homecare Guyz. And we look forward to coming to you guys next week for some more information.
Be safe.